before now, if you want to create a new Facebook pixel to track events on your website, you would come over to data sources, then pixels, and then you'll be able to set up a new pixel from this section. And this is the method we've been using for years. But recently, Facebook made some changes to the way you manage events in your ads manager. So right now, you no longer need to create a Facebook pixel. What you need is a data set. And basically what Facebook did was to move all the assets under the pixel section to a new section called dataset. So under data sources, you see that we have a new option here right now called dataset. And if I click on this, here you are going to see that all the pixels you've created in the past have been moved to this section. So they are no longer in the pixel section, and you can no longer create a new pixel from this space. So you need to come over to dataset. You are going to see all the pixels you have in this business account. And if you want to create like a new pixel, once you come over to the dataset section, the process is similar to what you used to do under the pixel section. You just need to click on add now. And here you are going to see a new window that says create a new dataset. It is no longer create a new pixel. So you can just go ahead and give your dataset a name. Let me say my new dataset, and then I'm going to click on create. Now this is the new dataset we just created, and our dataset has a unique ID just like your pixel ID. So instead of having a pixel ID, now we have a dataset ID. And this ID will also work anywhere your Facebook pixel ID will work in the past. Let's say you need to install it on your landing page or somewhere. You can just click to copy your dataset ID and then paste it wherever you need, and everything will work the way it used to. So it is not as if everything was changed completely. As a matter of fact, all the Facebook pixels you have in the past will still work normally. You don't need to change anything. Let's say you've installed it on certain pages, on certain websites, they'll still work the way they used to. The major difference between the way Facebook pixels work in the past and how data sets work now is that instead of the old way of having separate assets for like your website events, your app events, your messaging events, and your offline events, now the new data sets you create will basically manage all of these events under one asset. So that's just the major difference. And if you want to learn more about how data sets work behind the scenes, I am going to leave the link to the official documentation in the description below. But right now, let's go ahead and install the new dataset we just created on our website. So first of all, I'll come over to add assets and then just add it to my ad account. This way, whenever you are setting up your ads, you'll be able to see this dataset as part of the options you can use to track events from the ad, and then click on done. Now to install this on our website, I'll just click here where you have open in Event Manager. Usually, the process of setting up a Facebook pixel will vary slightly depending on the platform you are using. But right now, I'm going to use this website that is built on WordPress. So let's just use WordPress for this example. So I'll come over here, and then you want to choose the method you want to use. So if you want to set up Conversions API on your server, you can do that here. Or gather website events from browser activity, share data from mobile app, or share data stored in a spreadsheet. Here, you just need to upload the CSV file. Right now, we'll go with the gather events from browser activity. So I'll click on Setup Meta Pixel. I'll click on Install Code Manually. For most platforms, maybe if you're using GetResponse, System, and the likes, you just need to copy the ID and paste in the section provided by the platform. But for WordPress, I can just copy this code and then come over to my WordPress dashboard. I'll click on Dashboard. And here, the first thing I'm going to do is to install a plugin that will allow me to paste this code in the header section of my website. So I'll come over to plugins, click on add new, and then just search for insert header and footer. Then I'll just go ahead and install this plugin called WP Code. It has over 2 million active installations and all of that. Click on install now, and then go ahead, click on activate. Now the next step is to come over to code snippets and then click on header and footer. And then I can just go ahead and paste the code I copied and then click on save changes. Now let's come over here and click on continue. And I'm going to turn on advanced matching and click continue. Now let's check and see if our pixel is working properly. So I'll come over and click on go to pixel overview. Okay, here it says your pixel has not received any activity yet. Let me come over to the page, just try to refresh this page. And then I'll just refresh this page. All right, so everything is working properly. And come over here to test events. And then I'm going to use the website option, paste the URL to the page, and then click on open website. All right, let's come over. You can see that we can now track events on our website. Now you can come over to settings and then just scroll down to where you have event setup and then click open event setup tool. And this will basically allow you to create custom events on your website. So I'll just paste the URL to the page we're using, click on open website. Now let's say for this example, I want to assign a lead event to this button. So anytime somebody comes over to this page, enter their name, email address, and then click on the submit button, Facebook is going to record that as a lead for me. So once you basically click from this event setup tool, and that'll bring you over to the page you want to work with. And then with this window here, that you can use for the setup. So let's say I want to track a new button. You can track a URL if you want, a link. But on this page, what I want to track is just a button. So I'm going to click on track new button and then just click on the button, and then you can select the event you want to assign to this button. So anytime somebody clicks on this button, what does that mean for your business and what does that mean for you? So for me, anytime somebody clicks on this button, they become my lead. I'll just select lead, and then you can add a value to this event. Let's say if this was a buy button that people can use to buy a product on my website, then I can just assign a value to it and then set how much the value is, right? But this is just a lead event, so no need to include value. And then I'll click confirm. All right, so we're done with that. You can see we have this lead event right here. You can come over to all events and see all events you've created on this page. But right now we're done. I'll just click on finish setup and then click on finish, and I'll just keep this review. Let me go ahead and fill this form so that we can test what we've done. So let's say I'll just enter name and then email address and then click submit. Now, if I come over to event manager and then click on test event, you are going to see that our pixel is reporting a lead right here, and everything is working the way we configured it to. Now, anytime you go on to create an ad and you select this particular pixel, you'll be able to optimize your ad for lead event specifically from this button. And I think that's a very good way for you to choose the kind of result you want when setting up your ad. Also, in terms of tracking, Facebook will only report people who, successfully submit this form as leads for you. So this process can actually help you get more precise results from your campaigns. So in this video, you've seen the new way to create a new Facebook pixel, and I've also shown you how to install this pixel on your website. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If there's any specific topic you want me to cover in a subsequent video, let me know in the comment section as well. And if you got value from this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And that's basically it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.